You know, and most people, whenever you think of pyramids, of course, think of the three great pyramids that are in Egypt and lined up like Orion and so on. You might think of the other pyramids that they have around in there, and of course, those derive from step pyramids, which originally derived from mastabas. A lot of people omit or try to separate the idea of the Sumerians and their great ziggurats, which are really a type of step pyramid hybrid also. And then we have the Americas, where we have something that's very similar to ziggurats again in that same situation. A lot of people still, if they know about that, wouldn't know that in Hierakonpolis up in Greece, that there were a couple of pyramids, a good remnant of one of them left. And whenever they took and dated it by calibrating the new thermoluminescence dating, they used the Great Pyramid itself and calibrated it to where it was right, and then went and checked it, and it actually showed to be a little older. I've got a video about that. Still, other people probably wouldn't know that there are pyramids in Malta and other Mediterranean islands that are right near Spain, and a few others also, maybe even out the Pillars of Hercules and take a left, and in the Canary Islands there are pyramids that look kind of like this one that we're about to look at now. Because even if you know about each one of those, you probably don't know that there is a pyramid also found near Queensland in Australia. It's known as the Gimpie Pyramid, and you look down on it, you can tell it's perfectly formed here, and it's a diagonal on true north. It's out in an area past Queensland some ways. Now, I did a video last year, just about by now, showing you that there are hieroglyphics also found in a rock crevice that is not too far from here, and it relates a story about how they came and one person got a snake bite and he may have died and this, that, and the other, and it seems a whole lot like the tale of the lost sailor and how that hooked up in it. And I believe I mentioned this and may have showed a little picture about it, but we'll get into this just a little bit more. This won't be a long one either, but so this Gimpie pyramid here, it's pretty decent sized and well formed. Now the rocks aren't all chiseled to excellence and things like that. And because it is near this winery here, people have said, well, maybe it's just the winery people built it here just in the 1900s. But it wasn't known by anybody in the world until an archaeologist saw it in the distance in 1974-75. I tried to do a preliminary excavation on it and stuff, and in doing so, they found that there is this ape-like structure built right near it over there that looks, what people say looks like Thoth's baboon, perhaps, something along that line. Other people say that, well, it may be something that looks like Shiva. But I don't see the connection necessarily there. If you want to go with the Hanuman idea, that would be something different. So they find it here, and it even, looking at local oppression and stuff, it's got a moat kind of type thing built around it, but other people have realized that, you know, right around it, there are some other ruins and things that go with that, and some conspicuous stuff too that's probably hidden right up under the sand. And much like Göbekli Tepe, there's a little grove over here built on top of part of what it was and what it ancient used to be. One of the places that's easily to see is this place that's cleaned out and there's only rivulets around the edging of it. Well, what is that? What are these shapes? A lot of things you just go unnoticed whatsoever unless you get a aerial view of it, and once you do, you're like, whoa, look at, there's these shapes that you just really couldn't make out from the ground, especially as embedded and overgrown as they are. But again, this is the Gimpie pyramid, Now, it got looted and tried to be ruined at one time, and so that pretty much stopped any archaeology on it. And then when they started to do it again, the people complained, well, the archaeology has all been tainted from the people trying to go loot into it. And they tried to repair it somewhat, and it's nowhere near what it used to be. There's some older pictures and some older footage of it here. You can tell there's a telephone pole there, and there's all these stories that come out. Could have been these ancient Egyptians building it, and some kind of magic, and all this other stuff that goes along with it. When you look at the reality of it here, it looks like it's a man-made type pyramid sloping up the sides. And ironically, when people look at it, they go, you know, that's got that same angle. They're cut on the same situation. And then there's that other that they try to discredit, where not too far from here in the cleft of the rocks is all the hieroglyphics and all the symbols and things that go along with that there. None of the Aborigines can be, of course, be attributed with anything like this. And of course the locals, it doesn't seem like it works out so. And it looks like it's built out of field stone, and they've been slightly worked to where they're flat and just all fit together pretty much, but they aren't like, can't fit a credit card between them in any way, shape, or form. And again, looking at this picture, you can tell it's kind of step pyramid built. Has definite ledges to it. Anyhow, let me know what you think down in the comments. We'll get on to another one. Like, share, and subscribe. Peace.